What is going on, guys? Jesse here, and today I've got a very special keyboard from AZIO. AZIO? Not really sure if I'm saying that right, but anyways, they're going to be launching this keyboard on Kickstarter by the time this video comes out, and they've sent me this pre-production model to take an early look at and share my thoughts, but no money changed hands and they do not get to review this footage before it's released. So with all those disclosures out of the way, let's take a look at this new slim form factor keyboard. So AZIO will be coming out with two versions of this board, the Cascade and the Cascade Slim, which is what I have here. Both of them will be retailing for $160, but if you get in on that early bird pledge, you could snag this one for as little as $90, which I'll just tell you right now is an absolute steal. So in this overview of the board, I'm going to be talking about the slim version, but features wise, the slim and the non-slim version are pretty much identical, except the slim version has low profile switches, while the non-slim will be rocking Gateron G Pro Browns. And as far as I'm aware, you will not be able to choose between different switches, but the PCB is hot swappable, so you can make the switch yourself pretty easily if you really wanted to. But personally, I'm actually a pretty big fan of the ones that came stock on here. This is my first time trying a low profile mechanical keyboard, and I wasn't too sure if I'd be feeling it, but I was pleasantly surprised. The only weird thing is that you have to kind of get used to the travel distance being a lot shorter than a traditional mechanical switch, and I just found myself kind of bottoming out a lot harder than I needed to, which you'll probably hear in the sound test later. This is rocking a 75% layout, which is basically like a 60% just adding function keys on the top, keeping everything compact, very nice if you're limited on desk space, and I'm a big fan of the look where there just aren't any gaps in between keys like on a full size. Personally, I would love to see this version with a numpad like a 96% layout, but I get that not everybody is into that, so you can decide for yourself if this is something you're into. So now getting into the build, the top portion of the case is made out of a nice anodized aluminum that seems pretty high quality, but the bottom is made out of plastic, which makes the overall package feel fairly light, like relatively speaking. Like, it's got a nice heft to it considering how slim it is, but it's not anything too crazy. It's also got these rubber feet on the bottom and two levels of angle adjustment, and I would say that one of my only faults on this whole keyboard are these rubber feet. They're just not that grippy, and I find that it slides around a little bit more easily than I would like. Not a huge deal, but just thought I'd mention it. The keycaps are really nice though. They've got this nice soft matte finish on them that feels great on the fingertips, but just a warning, if you have oily fingers, this is absolutely gonna show it. The color that I've gotten here, I think they're calling it like forest light or something like that, but it's this kind of green and off-white combination that I think looks really good. Although they did tell me that the production versions may be slightly different color-wise, but I think it looks great either way. This also does have per key backlighting with 9 different colors that you can choose from, so if you're into that, glad it's here. It has wireless connectivity via Bluetooth and can connect to up to 3 devices at a time. Or you can use the USB-C connection if you just prefer that, just by hitting the switch on the back of the board. And right next to that, you can see that this is also compatible with both Mac and PC layouts, just by hitting the switch, which is super convenient. And because it's wireless, of course, it also has a built-in battery. The size for this one is 2000 milliamps, and I can't really say too much as far as battery life, but I've had it for about 2 weeks now, and I haven't had to charge it yet, so seems pretty good. Now, last thing before we get into the sound test, inside the board they've got silicone and foam dampeners to kind of reduce the empty space inside the case that might cause any unwanted reverb or pinging. And I was really happy to see that because that's definitely a very enthusiast touch that you just don't really see in pre-builds all that much. And I'm not really sure if it's because of that or it's just because the slim model's case is so small to begin with, but I think this board sounds really good. Anyways, that's enough out of me though. I'll just let you guys hear it for yourselves. Alright, so that's how it sounds. Let me know what you think in the comments. But overall, I was genuinely really impressed with this board. Fit and finish were very impressive, and honestly, my only real complaint would have to be with the rubber feet, and that's definitely not a deal breaker. I think for the retail price of $160, that's fair, but if you can get in on the early Kickstarter pricing, you definitely should do it because that is an absolute steal. And AZIO is a pretty established brand as well. Like, they've been around for a while at this point, and they've released a lot of products in the past, so you don't have to worry about backing and then just never seeing it. And apparently they're also planning on releasing a bunch of customization options for the board as well in the future, so you should definitely look forward to that. Anyways, that's it for this one. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Remember to smash that like button, and if you enjoy content like this, think about subscribing and hitting the bell so you don't miss anything. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace!